Hello viewers, good morning. Today is another day. The sun is shining. It's 10 o'clock in the morning here in Bamenda. You know, we entitled this program Impact Africa and using our environment for a benefit of our local needs, health needs and other aspects of our needs. I want you to pay attention to what we have for you today. We'll be presenting something that will be marvelous because it concerns a health hazard that is an inconvenience to us. It is not life-threatening, but many times it's a serious discomfort to our bodies and to our social life. What we call cough and catarrh is normally called in English language cold. We recently discovered that even though we have to go to the hospital, drink a lot of antibiotics, which as we have said before, are detrimental to our health because they cause other problems in our system, we discovered a means to use the natural plants that we have in our environment to be able to get rid of this situation. And in a very short time, with no expenses inquired. So today we'll be introducing to you a certain number of plants which put together will get rid of catarrh and cough, which you call cold. And as this thing can help in the treatment of catarrh and cough, it also is a remedy for many respiratory problems that concern the respiratory tract, problems that concern the lungs, problems that concern from the mouth downward. So I want you to pay attention. If possible, take your notebook down. It is not every plant that we master that we know the name. And that is why we keep on saying that if you were to come across a plant, we were to introduce a plant to you that you know the English name of that plant, we would like you to send us the name in the comment section so that we ourselves can learn. Because this is not about us knowing everything, but it's about introducing those things which we know and receiving those which you know, so that we in turn can together build something that will impact our continent, Africa. Thank you. As I said before, our discoveries are not based on some research in a laboratory thousands of kilometers away from our territory, from our area, but they are researches based on experience, on things that we have discovered in our locality, through experience, through trials, live experience that bring us to the conclusion that we are about to present to you today. Today I'll be introducing to you a series of plants. Practically, there are 4 in number. Plants that I've introduced in different segments of our video, but that I'll be bringing together in a different form that will come out with a different solution. This is the first one, this plant. It's a popular plant. Actually, it's littered all over Bamenda. It has been planted by the Ministry of Forestry all over Bamenda as a flower. But a lot of people do not know that it has a lot of medicinal property. And that's why I'm introducing it to you today. I don't know the names. The name of this particular plant, I do not know. So if you know the name of this plant, I would like you to list it down on the comment section to help others to be able to identify the plant wherever they are. This is the second plant, which I think I've told you about here before. It's called Guta Cola. Yeah, this second plant is called Guta Cola. I've introduced it to you before. This Guta Cola works very well in other diseases. But today, we'll be presenting Guta Cola to you in a different form, with a different combination and giving out a different result. The third plant here is mint. People know it, used for medicinal purposes, used for different kinds of treatment, and it's also used as a spice for cooking a daily meal. The fourth and the most important is the king grass. I have introduced it to you before, and I've told you in different ways in which the king grass works. But today, a combination of these 4 plants, it brings out a remedy for catarrh and cough. No matter how strong that catarrh and cough, the highest is 2 days, and it's gone with the consumption of this. How do you do it? You pluck the heads of this plant gradually. You pluck all of them, and you pluck the heads of this king grass. You take the Guta Cola, you take the mint, and you put it in some sort of a mortar, and you crush it. I have forgotten one of the most important elements in this combination, which is this one, the mukanjo plant. You pluck the leaves of the mukanjo plant, you mix it, join it, and you crush it. Take a glass of warm water, pour it in it. You take a spoon of honey, and you stir it with it. Stir it. When it dissolves, you drink it. It should not be much. You just take about half a glass. For a child, you can take a quarter of a glass. You give them the drink, and you repeat that exercise 3-4 times. The cough is gone. The catarrh is gone. It starts to dry off instantly. 45 minutes after the consumption of this product, you start to discover that a cold, if it was rushing out of the child's nostrils, would cut off immediately. And by the time you give him the second and the third time, if he was coughing, the cough goes. It is not a mystery. It is not magic. It is nature. God gave it to us. He said He gave us grass, herbs for food and for medicine. But we have thrown away the medicinal part of it. We eat some of the things, but we don't make use of our nature. And that is why we keep filling our bodies up with chemicals and having diverse effects, having people cancer, multiplying because of drugs that we take, having side effects, having all kinds of things that you know about that are detrimental because of the tablets that we drink. That is why you see a tablet, even though being a medicine, it is dangerous. It is considered dangerous, and they write on a packet of a drug, keep out of the reach of children. But I'm telling you, there is no grass that is dangerous. There is no grass that is dangerous. Yet 7% of herbs that you find out there are medicinal, and they are medicinal, and they are very nutritive for the body. The body actually needs them. So I'm telling you today, follow us closely, and you discover a lot that you have not known in the past. and you discover how much you have been throwing your money away when you had a remedy next door. Thank you. As we said before, this program is intended to cut down the living cost. Our local African who most of the time are suffering from poverty. And these things will go a long way to reduce. So as I was saying, these things are available all over Africa, especially in the tropical areas, especially in the savanna areas of Africa. You find most of these herbs. But in Europe, I don't know whether they have them available. But these things can be sent to Europe. If these things are seasoned and crushed and packaged, our brothers in Europe can take advantage of it. You might find out that there are many diseases in Europe that might find their cure from the basis of these plants. I'd like you to subscribe and share so that other people who do not know about it, because that is our desire, is that as many as possible people know about these plants and use it for their betterment. Our intention here is not to make money out of these things. If we were to make money out of these things, we will not introduce them to you. The reason why we are introducing them to you is so that you can use them to help yourself, so that your neighbor can use it to help himself. And those francs that are being sent to the pharmaceutical industries will be limited, and you will use them to do other things in your own home. Subscribe once more and share so that others will benefit from it. This is Impact Africa. God bless. Once more again, I say welcome. There's this message I've been really eager to pass to my brothers in the West, that there is so much. Africa has so much. The environment, Africa has so much. We still have plants that are extinct all over the world. Plants that are medicinal. A few years back, as a child, there are things I knew that now I look around and I no longer find. Or I doubt the source of that information. But as an adult of late, I started trying a lot of those things that I saw my fathers and my uncles do while I was growing up. And I began to realize how much we have strayed away from the things that God gave us. A lot of people think that it is only science, the white man's science, that takes us forward. But I'm beginning to discover that even in our environment, we have solutions to many of our health problems. We have solutions to many of our nutritional problems just around us. For example, you need to take blood. You need to go and be done a blood transfusion to be able to add the quantity of blood in your system. But in Africa, we know that you eat punky leaves. You eat various kinds of leaves. Your blood begins to increase, to multiply. So I want to tell you, Africans, and whoever is listening to me at this moment, that we have solution to many problems. Just as we have talked about the solution to cough. If you could place more money, you could place your resources upon doing research on natural remedies, you will discover that maybe things like cancer, maybe things like HIV, maybe things like hepatitis and other diseases, life-threatening diseases, tumors in the brain and tumors everywhere in the body will become a story of the past, because there is nothing that the solution is not found in our nature. And this message I direct mainly to our African brothers, who today have begun to attack what we call the white man's sicknesses. Cancer. We didn't know about cancer in the past. We didn't know about diabetes in the past. All those things are coming about as a result of us suppressing our culture and embracing the culture of a different man. And we are inviting even the people of the West, whose culture we have embraced that is bringing us so much problems, to look into our own culture and help us to be able to develop those things that we have and that we do not know how to use. Natural plants, from trees to grass to roots, that have medicinal properties. Pay more attention to them. Help your people to research more on them. Help your people to find out more about the things by giving us the kind of labs that we can use to experiment on our plants and know what they can do for us. And it will also help you. And when you have serious problems, don't count only on the reference hospitals you have that way. Also, try to find out from your African brothers, what is it you know that can help me. Thank you, and God bless you once more.